One for the misappropriation of funds, the other regarding election fraud. Following the resignation of the city attorney, the city is now without legal counsel during this crucial period. In light of these circumstances, South Ward Alderman Thomas and myself will refrain from attending any meetings until we have legal counsel. This goes with statute number 98.34. Requires an attorney to be present when hired to represent the city in legal matters. There is currently multiple pending legal towards employees and board members, legal action being taken. So until this point, until we have legal guidance, we've asked for an attorney to be present during all meetings. This is no way, shape, or form of resignation. I want you guys to remember every single person that sits up here on this board took an oath to withhold the Constitution and the state laws of Missouri. We work for the taxpayers, not the other way around. City employees and board members work for you guys. Robert and I are not done. We met with KPM, who does our internal audits.
And you're going to give that report to your meeting.
We let her talk.
Yeah, let her speak. It's not a meeting.
The meeting is not, I'm not attending the meeting.
There is an attorney here for a job interview.
Why wasn't board members notified? I have reached out to you for weeks. I have documentation of me personally reaching out to you for weeks. I have been ignored. No, I respect you as a mayor, but now it's my turn to talk. I have messaged you. Robert and I have tried to gain access to this building. We were elected by the people to do a job, and we are going to continue to do the job.
Yes, you were.
You are not going to withhold us from doing that. Then why were we not notified? Do you have a board? No, I have not. Show me where I have been notified that we are interviewing an attorney. Your whole entire board gets to make that decision.
Yes.
That is not the mayor's decision.
That is right.
Have we had that job posted? Have people applied? Thank you. So with that being said, I will not attend any public meeting until we have an attorney to represent us to the best ability that we need.
Not to interrupt, but how do we even hire a city attorney?
Well, we should have discussed that as a board, but it's hard to be able to do our job that we were elected to do when we're impeded day in and day out and we're not given this information. We have been locked out. We have not been informed. I have messaged and I have documentation of everything I'm saying now. It is not slander or false information. We have tried. We have the right as elected officials to have this information just as well as Sunshine requesting.
Listen to the attorney apparently that is here tonight.
I will meet with any attorney. We can have that, but it's not appropriate to hire an attorney when we've not even discussed this. So with that being said, there is proper documentation.
There's an impeachment on the table. You shut that down real quick because you know it's going to happen.
That is going to be handled in old business at this meeting.
No, it ain't.
On the agenda.
That's first thing.
No,
That's first thing.
Item in.
It should have been
You
first.
legally
It's not
told
old
me
business.
that.
We talked to the Missouri Municipal League. I called them myself. That's not old business. You trying to throw citizens out of a meeting is an impediment on the First Amendment right. We have talked to MML. I have talked to the Attorney General. The way you guys handle everything is ridiculous.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to look forward to.
Gary, for an interview tonight, are you guys not going to stay to interview him?
We can absolutely have an interview with the employee, but I can't conduct a city meeting without having proper guidance when there's multiple lawsuits pending towards board members for doing the right. Debbie, I will not argue with you. If you want to talk, we can talk, but you are not going to be disrespectful, and we are not going to do this here.
I am not being disrespectful.
Have a great day, Debbie.
God damn you, I can fucking be disrespectful. I asked a question as a taxpayer.
3 years, Gary, you ran, right?
If there's a
That's
man
why
here,
taxpayers have asked questions.
if there's
what was
somebody
your
here
thing
to
you
be
said?
interviewed,
Have
you
a
all
What
not
was your
to
reason for
interview him.
running?
So you all talk
three.
about this
All
group
three, you
holding
said,
up city?
if I get in office, I'm going to clean it up and make it right.
No, that isn't how I said it.
Yes, it is.
We have
Yes, it
job
is.
interviews.
And I
And
suggest
you did everything
man right there
opposite.
stay out of my
I don't need
face.
to argue with
Opposite.
anyone.
I listened to
Yeah.
you
I
telling
have
citizens
written
outside
office.
about a
And
lawsuit
you said,
against
if I
the
get in there, I'm
city.
gonna clean. You said in the damn store over there.
Yeah.
If I can get in there, I'm gonna clean that place
Okay.
up. You ain't done nothing but
Thank you.
suck tit and run backwards on it.
No, actually, he's trying to help.
No, he's
And
not.
Why did he say no? We don't want an audit. But as soon as he got out,
He said-
I agree. We should have an audit.
There was
He
8
did
people
say-
that heard that.
he did
Yeah.
say
There
yes, he
was
did.
4 people that heard you
No,
disclosing closed
no,
session
stay on it.
information during the
How long you
last
been in
meeting
this?
out in the
Why
parking lot.
Number one.
It's on video. We have it on video.
90
More than
days.
that,
Number
I'm going on
one,
like 10 years. I've sat up there.
2021, I attempted
So-
you got kicked off.
to get
No,
a-
You release closed session minutes or closed session meeting right after the meeting.
Anybody wants to stay for a workshop session, they might. Go ahead and do that. If
Oh,
you
we
don't
can
want
talk
to
loud
be here
now,
for a
can't we?
workshop
You can't have a
session,
meeting. Two of the aldermen are out of
A
here.
workshop session does not need a quorum. A job interview does not need a quorum. If somebody wants to be here for a quorum, they can do so.
You need to talk to
So what are you- what are you
Ramona
scared about having
Huckstep
a
of the
state audit for?
MML,
I
who
am
I have
not
been talking
The hell
to.
you're not. You would have voted for one.
She said she
This
was waiting to
workshop
take
is called
And
to
they're not
order.
answering nothing and doing nothing about it. So that state audit.
This workshop is called to order. It has the same rules and guidelines as a
Nope.
regular meeting. If you want to know what those are, they're back there
No, it's
on
not
the
because you
table.
shut the citizens down. You won't let nobody speak. You took it completely
A
off there.
workshop is different than a meeting.
You gonna try to throw citizens out again and violate their First Amendment
If you
right?
don't be quiet,
I'm
I
not.
will.
This is not disorderly
You have
conduct.
no
I
right.
asked a legitimate question.
You did not get any kind of raise your hand. May I speak?
Because
Yes,
you guys
I
are
did.
doing shit
Yes, I
illegally.
did. You lie.
You're doing stuff
You
illegally,
lie.
Gary.
I raised
That's
my
why.
hand. He raised his hand. Everybody back
What,
here
you do illegal?
was trying to raise their
For
hand
one,
to
you guys
ask a
are under state
question.
Excuse me,
investigation.
Mayor.
You shouldn't have people
Can
there
you
standing there
appoint a
with
sergeant at arms so that a workshop might
I'm going
continue?
to appoint a sergeant at arms.
Certainly.
Mark Keller, will you take that position?
Sure.
Thank you. The next person that opens their mouth without getting the proper authorization will be escorted from the room.
Doubt it.
I will take questions later, but not now. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to go into a workshop session and we're going to talk to our prospective city clerk, hopefully city attorney if he hasn't run away already.
Amen that.
Gary, you too.
He should be out.
Yeah.
And
That should
a
be.
possible office assistant. Now,
Ramona Huckstep, you're on that other end, right? Perfect. MML is right here.
thank
let's
you very much.
let's do this. I'm done with
Now,
this.
since we do not have a quorum, this is now a workshop session. Period. Next person. Out the door.
Quit giving threats.
Thank you.
I advise you not to touch me.
The door's that way. The door's that
Freedom
way.
of speech, man.
Yep, and take the freedom of speech right outside the
No.
door. You've been asked to leave.
No.
If you do not, your next step will be an arrest. That's fine with me.
Then do it.
No, I don't have to. It's not gonna be me.
Do it.
You don't have this authority.
You wanna
Look
make the
at
call?
Sheriff,
You
please.
don't have the authority.
I don't need
Yes, he
the authority.
does.
The fuck you
Because he has
don't.
just been
You
appointed as
just, you
sergeant
keep
at
running your
arms.
gun. That's all you've ever done.
And you're a bitch. That's all you ever been.
So
You
what?
think you could control everything.
Pretty much.
Just a
Pretty
bitch.
much.
Just a bitch.
Who's running their gun?
Let's go out there and we'll run guns.
Yes, I
So-
need a law enforcement
Do
officer
you want to have
at
the
the
closed
Humansville
session
City
with the interviewers
Hall,
in this room, or do you
and
want
it's
to go
gonna have to
out
be
to
a
the
Missouri
other
Highway
room?
Patrol or a county deputy.
How can you guys have closed session without the other aldermen
You
here?
Conduct an interview without a quorum.
Well, 'cause
That's
our-
not even right. You guys didn't even let them know you were interviewing people. You don't communicate with the aldermen.
Right
Failure
here on
to
this
do his
nice
job,
little
and he
agenda,
left.
it says
Now I have a
interviews.
citizen who's refusing to leave the meeting.
Top
That
thing.
is disrupting and
Yes,
needs to be
Alderman.
removed from the
You guys are
building.
being ridiculous.
Oh, she ain't gonna answer you. dude.
Not an email, no nothing, not a text, not a phone call.
Would you like to hear an explanation or not?
It's not me you owe an explanation to, it's the other two aldermen and everyone else. Because you're blocking everybody on everything.
So,
We can do interviews, initial interviews on anyone.
Yeah, he
We
just
may
left
not
out
be
of
able
work.
to hire them at this
They can't do that.
discussion, but an initial interview does not require a quorum. I do believe Ramona can probably vouch for that.
Can I ask a
It
question?
is actually the hiring.
Huh?
Quorum.
They can what?
They can do
The
that.
potential
Thank you.
lawyer for the city,
Absolutely.
has this lawyer represented anyone on this board before at any time?
No.
Okay.
He's refusing to leave.
I just think it's amazing how before
You need to be
this
in
that
Esther.
And he's refusing.
You are not in charge of this meeting. The board
let's
is.
go ahead. You already have one impediment of my First Amendment right. Let's throw a third on there. Who do you think told me to go to the Attorney General? It was the
I'm
MML.
a taxpayer.
Because they've seen every video I've recorded of your conduct, your conduct, your conduct. They are on to you about releasing closed session after last meeting. We have you on camera. I'm done with this. You guys
Where shall we have?
try to uphold all this professionalism, but you don't do it yourself.
You need to leave now.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so
Now we have
anybody
two.
who is interested in a job interview, could you please meet me in the office up
Yes.
front?
So tired of all this.
I promise.
She's right there. Mr. Snow?
Mike Rocco and Esther Thomas.
Chief Snow, you are going to be called
Esther
into a session as well, so would you please hang around?
All ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Oh, yes.
Lawyer has ever represented one on the board.